Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a chance to watch yesterday's live in here. I'm seeing new faces, new people, so I'm so happy about that. I might have some bags underneath my eyes. I watched Firefly Lane season 2, new episodes last night, and I'm not going to tell you what happens, but I'm a really big sap when it comes to anything that's sad. And my mom told me to watch these new episodes. I'm the one that got her to watch it. Now she's telling me to watch this new stuff, and she's really emotional when it comes to. Um, we just like sappy movies, stuff that really hits the heart. Anyway, so I was up late last night watching that, and especially yesterday in our live where we were talking about breast cancer and heart issues and just things like that. So for some reason, it feels like maybe where I'm working, I'm aging or during COVID, and working more with loved ones that have crossed over and passed. All of a sudden, the death word is coming up, more and more sickness, and it might have something to do with me, like not just working on people's health, body, mind, and spirit, but also some of my products that I've been making, my herbal tinctures, which you can check out through horsemanreadings.com. You'll see herbs and Reiki training as well together. I'm starting to add more courses underneath my shop. But yeah, like I'm having to find out a bit more about people's specific health issues, because when we take herbs, it's important to know like if somebody's on medication, or what they need the herbs for. Okay, so I don't know why, but maybe health is coming up for you at this time. And feel free to say hello if you're hopping on. I'm going to pull up some cards for you guys. Tomorrow's our full moon. Yesterday I talked a little bit about the full moon, so again, if you want to watch that video, you might find it helpful. But today I'm talking about money blocks. For people that don't know, I do theta healing, and a lot of people don't know what theta healing is. So you can go to my website, check out my blog, and you'll see a blog about theta healing. What is theta healing? All right. And it can be quite complicated. I've taken quite a few courses, but Manifesting Abundance is one of the courses that I was really, really drawn towards, because everybody likes money. Let's be honest. Some people hate money, but some people love it. And that's kind of where we have deep seated, rooted issues in the family, in relationships. Maybe you've gotten divorced over money. Maybe you got divorced and it cost you money and you're angry about it, whatever it is. Or maybe you grew up poor. Maybe you have negative thoughts around people that are rich, that they're selfish, that they're snotty, whatever it is. So that's coming up also, I feel like, for a reason. We've got health, right, coming up here energetically. Hello, Kiri. Hope you're having a wonderful day. You've actually been on my mind recently. So I hope all is well. I am doing lots of deals and offers for people right now. So that's something you can also check out. That's for Mother's Day. I'm doing distant Reiki healing, Akashic Records readings. So you can actually send your questions with your payment, and doing some theta healing downloads as well for people based on their questions and the energy that's coming up. So that's only $22 for that one. So you get a 15-minute video there. I just feel like throwing that out, but I'm going to encourage you guys just to go to my website, check out the blog, any of my offers there. And if you're just here to listen, that's fine as well. But the whole point is what's coming up here is like health is coming up, because I feel like even when people die, people have wills, and some people don't have wills, and sometimes there are arguments in families over money. Sometimes people wait for people to die so that they can have money. It's really sad. So money becomes a very hot topic for people. So the reason why I'm talking about health too is because often in my daily short that I did underneath YouTube today, by the way, I'm doing those. They're like 1-minute videos, but just gives you a little insight. So if you haven't watched it, check it out. Horseman Readings YouTube. Throat chakra and root chakra was coming up today, and then I checked out this cool psychic medium chick that I like, Angela McDougall or something like that. She also said, "Oh, people's root chakras are off today. Do a root chakra meditation." So that might be something that you need to do as well. So one big thing with money is we want to focus on our money mindset. Okay, so let me know if you know what a money mindset is. My eyes feel really like heavy and tired all of a sudden. So don't forget, guys, like when you're tired, when you're drained, like sometimes like money is something that, if we're basically, if we're tired and drained, money can also like weigh us down because we might attach money to work, right? But money is energy, okay? So money mindset is working with the energy of like highs and lows. The money of health, like the energy of health, is also like the energy of money. So if you feel like really, really healthy, really, really, really healthy, you're on top of the world, chances are your money mindset is probably pretty good, right? Because you might feel like, I don't need money. I already have everything that I need. So one of the things that we're going to be working on in this 4-week program that I have coming up is one big thing is we're actually going to do weekly readings in our group session. So it's going to be 4 group sessions. It's 555, the angel number 555, which represents change. A lot of people are going through major shifts and growth right now, and I think it's a perfect time to start working on that abundance. Okay, so one thing that we're going to be doing, so we meet together. It's only available for 7 people, so it'll be an intimate group. We're going to get together at 7 o'clock p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, so for 1 hour. And one of the things that we're going to do when we get into our group is we're actually weekly going on a Tuesday. We're going to do weekly readings in that group setting. So it'll be really nice. So I can focus on like everybody there. And another thing we're going to do is we're going to work on group goals as well. And I'm also going to give people homework that want homework. All right. And that way it gives you something week to week to work towards. So, say your ultimate goal coming into this program is to get your money mindset in a place where you no longer worry about money. Okay. So that might mean that we have to do a lot of digging in order to get there, because the key thing is, why are you worried about money? Why do you not feel like you have enough? And it might be like, okay, well, my reality is I'm minus $2,000 in my bank account. So I worry that I'm not going to be able to retire, we'll just say, okay? And this is something I think about every single day. I can't sleep because of it. And it doesn't have to be this extreme, right? But we're just going to use that as an example, okay? And so think about where your health might be if you're worrying about money, if you're not sleeping. First of all, we know that your digestion is probably off, right? If you're not sleeping properly, we know your energy is going to be off. And the fact that you're worrying tells me like your heart is probably hurting as well, because you might not feel like you have an outlet about that. You might feel embarrassed by that. You might feel shame because of that. So, this is going to be a safe space for people to goal set. So, if someone were minus $2,000 and they're worrying and they're not sleeping, right? We're gonna start playing with that. So we're actually gonna do some money rituals. We're going to do some things that you'll find are helpful, that are really simple and really easy, so it doesn't feel so heavy like this is tons of work. So what we're going to do is we're going to work with affirmations. We're going to work with manifesting, okay? So we're going to teach you that money is very much about how we're thinking about things. So a lot of law of attraction. But that's where I come in, is I'm going to do the theta healing download. So I'm going to help you do the clearings and the healings and pulling that energy that no longer serves you, to help you identify with why you might have some of those blocks. Even if you think that you know, we're going to go deeper with that. And this is a big one for literally everybody, okay? So that's one aspect, but then the weekly readings I feel like are going to give us also forward movement, and we're also going to do theta healing downloads on what it is that you want to attract, what it is that you want to manifest, and week to week we'll give you a little bit of some like wiggle room to start seeing some things coming in. And a big thing is, we don't need the big almighty bank account. A lot of it is what we start to realize about money is what we're truly searching for in our hearts is maybe some peace, maybe some healing with our relationships, or perhaps maybe you want to travel more, something like that, and you feel like that's really the only reason why you feel like you want money is you just want to be able to educate yourself or explore the world more, okay? Because everybody is just a little bbit different. So if you sign up for this before May 23rd, because we're going to start up on May 30th, then you get a free bonus 15-minute one-on-one session with me. And that'll be amazing because you can actually take advantage of that. I'm going to say whenever you want to. So the second you sign up for this, you can take advantage of that even before we start if you want. And then we can start really digging into like, okay, during this program, these are some things that you're going to want to work on, or these are some things that you want to start educating yourself on before we enter the program, okay? So if you are a busy mother and if you feel like really low right now, that's fine. Even if you can't make it to a class, these are pre-recorded, and then you're going to get an email with that. So you could technically not even participate, just watch the videos, but I recommend the more you participate in this, the more you're going to get out of it, because that's what a lot of people are lacking right now is that one-on-one support. And when we're in an intimate group, you'll definitely be getting that, because I do know there are people who are nervous to be in group settings. But in this case, you'll have access to the one-on-one plus the group setting. And it's okay if you're just using the chat and you don't want to say anything too. You're going to get a lot from just being a part of the energy, okay? That's a big thing with money, is when we're with other people that are also in that flow, then you're gonna see that just by being a part of something like that, everybody's energy is starting to shift, and it's awesome, okay? So partnerships and growth are really, really important in this program. So the witness, okay? The witness is saying that this is about you seeing yourself from an outsider's perspective as well, your image, because sometimes with money, people want everybody to think that they have more than what they do. And then you have some people who want people to think that they have less than what they do because they don't want other people to know. So there are a lot of secrets with money. And again, there's a lot of shame. I know sometimes when it comes to money, some people will say like not to brag, right? Don't brag about all your money. And then other people will say brag about where you're at. You've worked really hard, okay? So there's even some stamina and stigma around money, right? So that's something we're going to work on, is how you really deeply feel about it and where all this is coming from, all right, as I already discussed. So let's see what else comes up here. The spiral. Okay. So right away, I'm feeling like in my throat chakra, because we were talking about the root chakra today, that's important for people, as we were talking about doing some meditations, things like that. We're going to do a lot of exercises and practices in this program as well. But I'm going to say we're going to wing it, okay? And I know I saw the look on someone's face when I was doing my tarot and numerology class the other night, which now is underneath the VIP membership group. So if you want to catch that and watch it, you can. In there's tons of videos. It's the best way to save money is just to do the membership, guys, just so you know. Although I'm going to have all the courses available for purchase, you'll see like it's $300 just for my master level, and then it's $55 to get access to all the videos. So, but yeah, the look on her face was like when I said I just kind of like, I don't like structure per se, and I like to use my intuition and kind of wing it. She's like, oh, dear Jesus, kind of thing. And then at the end, she said, oh my God, you did a really great job. I think she was worried at the beginning. And I said, Spirit just leads me. However, I know that we do need structure for our logical minds to see, okay, is this worth the investment? What's this going to be like, just to ease our minds? And I get a lot of that where people are like, they do want to book consults. And I encourage you to book consults because I'm all about asking questions. I think it's important. But I see that people like want to know a lot of details about things, and the purpose of learning about all of these things is to start to trust yourself, to trust your intuition, to motivate yourself by using divine timing and using energy and using your own visualization techniques. And so there is going to be a lot of teaching in this class as well, okay? Excuse me. That being said, you get to decide what it is that you want to learn. You're in the driver's seat, okay? So you're coming in with your goals, you're coming in without goals, it doesn't matter. But then we're going to kind of start to distinguish what it is that this is going to look like for us as a group. But again, on a weekly basis, as we do those energy readings, we're going to see, ooh, the energy shifting as a group here, okay? So it might be like money blocks in the sense of like our lack of trust or our lack of faith either in ourselves or in other people. Like relying on other people, being too independent, things like that. And then the next week you might find, okay, like we really need to do an abundance spell or ritual so we can actually start to see the energy flowing more, right? And letting go of control and all that stuff. And just having that faith is so, so important, because what I see a lot of people doing is like, okay, they're bringing on all the good stuff. They've got their gratitude and they're like, yes, yes, yes. And then they're impatient and they're like, when is it coming? When is it coming? When is it coming? I don't think it's coming. I don't think it's coming. Ah. And actually, a big portion of this is keeping yourself positive and remaining that positivity throughout your days and keeping yourself occupied, stimulated, things like that. Um, so that you're not constantly thinking if you're a natural worrier. Okay, so it might be writing a letter to the universe. It might be your I am statements. Okay, but if you don't know what that means, again, these are things that you can ask about. Um, yeah. So I might do a master class for people that don't know what a master class is. It's basically a free class where people have an opportunity to start to understand a little bit more of what it would be like to be in the class. But it's not like I don't do like all kinds of free stuff. It's more just it's like an opportunity to explore and experience, like, okay, so like what is theta healing? So you can ask. Um, okay, and then we can do a demonstration on theta healing. What is a weekly reading like? Okay, we can do a demonstration on what a weekly reading is. What are affirmations? How do they work? What is a ritual? How does that work? You following me? Or what is money block? What is a money block, and how do you dig into money blocks, right? Um, and like whatever questions you have. So I do feel like a free masterclass will be good. Um, and I have 7 spots for this, so it's just once those 7 spots are full, then that's it, and I'm going to close up because I do feel like it needs to be intimate. Okay, so I will create that masterclass soon. Okay, because the early bird ends on the 23rd, and we're already into the 4th of May. So again, payment plans, just ask about those, and we can create something for you. The Vision Quest, okay? Vision Quest, that really, I just see a connection to the moon right now, and I'm getting a lot of like energy moving it into my head. So I think the key thing here is like emotions are really coming up. It feels like if you're tired emotionally, we keep talking about the drain. It's important to honor where you are as well. So contentment is kind of coming up. A lot of times people have all the money in the world, but they're still not happy. I see this a lot. And so you might have that mindset of more, 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 more. It's never good enough. And so intuition just keeps playing such a role in the sense of like more stillness, more stability, things like that, right? And I know that I am definitely like a junkie when it comes to classes and courses and things like that. But the way I see it is, if education is where I choose to invest my time and my energy, and that makes me feel good, and I always feel like I'm moving forward, then that's okay, right? So it might be that there are judgments around other people. Maybe it's like, oh, I've taken too many courses already, I can't take this program. Well, this is not a course. This is an emotional healing group that will be supportive for you and your family and your loved ones. So if you can see that as an investment in yourself, this isn't like just one more certificate you're going to get. So I just want to explain that to you as well, because I know when I first started working on money and abundance, like coaching, kind of more like this, and group support, my husband was like, "Oh my God, you're spending like $5,000 on this group support program, and she's taking your money and la 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 la," and it was such a good investment, and it was like a bigger investment for me to like put $5,000 like forward in something, because I'm thinking, well, I don't really have that to spend. But I started to learn that these are investments and it comes back to you, okay? So maybe somebody needed to hear that. So I'm still feeling like a lot of energy behind me. So you might find that if you hop into this class, you might improve your overall spirituality, because money seems to be a big block for people, because they might have a hard time receiving money for their gifts. They might be afraid to grow their business. They might have a negative attachment as a healer to money, because they might feel like, I'm not meant to hold on to money, because money is an exchange and it flows, that sort of thing. So you could be on that spectrum of, instead of being like a worrier, I don't have enough, you're actually so in the flow of like give, 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 that you're actually forgetting about yourself along the way. So that might be something. So as a Mother's Day gift, I'm also doing a Mother's Day special. Again, you can check all that out through horsemanreadings.com. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll keep you guys posted on that free masterclass if you feel like you're not 100% sure if this is something you want to do. If you're already signed up, you can still join, and that'll give you an opportunity to kind of get a head start and go a little bit deeper ahead of time. All right, love you guys. Thanks so much for listening, and take care. Bye for now.